Just kidding, we don't have time for that. We're only just ahead of schedule. The Milky Way is only going to be visible for about another 40 minutes. 40 minutes. We gotta move. Just ahead of schedule. Now running behind schedule. I've been running around frantically trying to find a comp at the top of this windy hill. I'm getting low temperature warnings from my camera that you're looking through now. And yeah, just been struggling trying to find a composition with the Milky Way about to disappear in the next 5 minutes or so. So I'm just going to go with something that looks like this rock. I think there's some trees over there you probably can't see, and then hopefully what's left of the Milky Way. But yeah, again, just lack of planning when it comes to astrophotography. It's really difficult. Let's see how it turns out. Alright, so this morning was a disaster. It's too long filming B-roll on the walk up the rock at 3:45 in the morning, which meant that by the time we got to the top, I only had 10 minutes to find a composition and take a photo before the Milky Way is no longer visible. Needless to say, I just found something and just took a picture, and I don't think the Milky Way was even visible. So that's really annoying. On top of that, the forecast for the upper level clouds that I was expecting for sunrise just completely disappeared out of the forecast. So I didn't really fancy sitting around for 2 hours waiting for sunrise on top of that freezing cold rock. I mean, there's still snow on the ground. So I decided to call it quits, go back and get a few more hours of sleep in the Tesla, which if you've got an electric car and you've not slept in it yet, you can buy these mattresses you put in the back. And I sleep really well in them, and it saves me a fortune in hotel fees. If you look at when I was in the Outer Banks, on one of my videos, I was sleeping in the back of the Tesla there. I saved myself probably about $500 in hotel fees, and you can still use the shower facilities for $20 a night. It's a huge saving. Unfortunately, here they have turned off the water to the showers, so I think I'll hold it. So I'm going to the visitor centre for a wash. Perfect. Anyway, son woke up at 10 AM with this woodpecker making a racket, guilt tripping me into thinking I need to be awake as well. A little bugger. So anyway, today's going to be about making the most of the day. Put aside this morning and just focus on what should be, again, forecast to be a brilliant sunset. On top of that, I've got a few surprises up my sleeve that I'd like to show you. Right, time to make something of the day. Please don't be a complete disaster. For flip's sake. Now at a waterfall in this state park, and it's actually quite a difficult composition to get right, and I'll show you why. You can see up here we have the waterfall, and then as we move down the shot we have this log tree branch running from left to right in the frame, and then you've got all this water runoff area over here. And I'm trying to find the best composition. I've opted to go for a vertical composition, and again this is a case of having to choose what's in and what's out. So I've had to accept the fact that we're not going to get the water runoff areas to the left, to prioritise the waterfall and this branch, this tree running from left to right, acting as its leading line. The only thing I don't like are these tree branches just hanging into frame there. What I love though is all the snow and ice forming. So started for 10. If the shot's any good, here it is. It's always such a risk when you come to a new place, especially when you've travelled a long way and you just want the conditions to be perfect. But I guess something I'm learning / have learned is that sometimes you can only do with what you've got and you just have to make the most of it. So although this morning wasn't great, I think that waterfall photo was okay. I would have liked the sun shining on it, but that wasn't going to happen today with the way it's angled. So hey, we got what we got. On to the next one. Here we are on location, balancing precariously, all 6 legs down here. Waterfall number 2. What I liked about this shot is we've got the water that obviously comes down and then gets funneled through this little channel. And this little channel over here acts as like a leading line. So I think it looks pretty good. Not bad considering I just turned up and I didn't know what to expect. Again, the light's not ideal. The sun's just kind of hidden away behind the bushes, so it's not illuminated the waterfall. But with a 6-stop ND filter and a CPL, I think it looks all right. So yeah, if it's any good, here it is. You'll probably notice I've got some bear spray. It's not for my protection, it's for the bears. Because if they get any closer, right hook, done, dead. It's going to be like that film, The Revenant, apart from I'll be Leonardo da Vinci kicking the hell out of a bear. Sadly, yet again, I am behind schedule. I was going to climb up Moore's Knob, which is just over there. It's meant to be the highest point around here, to hopefully get some panoramic shots, but unfortunately don't have the time because for sunset we need to be at Hanging Rock, which is where we were this morning for the Astrophotography. I don't know if knob means the same thing in the USA as it does in the UK, and I don't know who Moore is, but I'm sure his knob would have been lovely, beautiful. And it would have been a pleasure to be sat on the tip of it today, the 14th of February, Valentine's Day. But I'm gonna have to give it a miss. Sorry, Moore. What I can do in the meantime though, with the time that I've saved now, is I can photograph this frozen lake. There's some cool little compositions I can see, and I've not really seen a frozen lake before. Quite like this composition I've got. It's maybe a little bit abstract, a bit weird maybe. I quite like it. You've got the rock balancing on the ice, and then you've got these branches going out. I've taken multiple sort of focus brackets. I'm going to put them together afterwards. Hopefully it turns out all right. If any good, here's the shot. Lo and behold, the walk up to Hanging Rock is a lot nicer by day. There's actually some good views to be had. Who'd have thought? Anyway, right now I've walked over 13 miles. So my plan is to get to the top, find a good composition that hopefully makes up for the disappointment of this morning. Get some good photos of the sunset and then get down, go straight to McDonald's. Because all I can think about now is a great sunset photo and a large £1/4 pounder meal. So, come on Hanging Rock, you can do it. Give me that sunset. Here I am on the top of Hanging Rock. Looks a lot better by day than it did at 3 o'clock this morning. Had a little look around to see if I can find some compositions, and there's a couple. You see we've got this ridge line here, so although it's directly into sun, the sun should set behind that ridge, and then we'll get all the colour in the sky without looking directly into the sun. So hopefully that works out all right. And there you go, the last of the light dissipates. I think it's been a good day. Didn't start off great, but we've been on an upwards trajectory throughout, so I think that's a good thing. Although we've been behind schedule throughout today, I think we ended up exactly where we needed to be. I'm going to leave you now with these last few photos, and then I'm going to pack up and go and get my McDonald's. Hey, if you like this video, why don't you hit subscribe? Thanks very much.